Hello everyone and welcome to your lesson on graphing speed and velocity. Your essential questions for this lesson are going to be what is the difference between a speed or velocity time graph and a distance time graph. Now speed and velocity time graphs are essentially the same thing. They're called either speed time graphs or velocity time graphs. Remember, speed and velocity are very similar. Velocity is speed plus a direction. And on a graph, we don't see the direction on these types, so that's why those names are used interchangeably. But then you've got something called a distance time graph. Now you can see direction on this. So you've got to be able to define and state the differences between these two different types of graphs that sometimes have three different names. So then you have to determine which type of graph should I use to show a particular motion. So today you are reading the parts of distance time graphs and velocity or speed time graphs so that you can differentiate between distance time graphs and the velocity or speed time graphs. And then you'll know that you got it if you can analyze a given graph and determine not only what type of graph it is it a distance time graph or a velocity speed time graph, but then you've also got to be able to describe the object's motion from the data presented. Okay, in order to do this, you guys, you've got to go over to your OMS and make sure that you check out all of the resources there for you. Okay, there's going to be an instructional video in there, and then this video is really great about helping you create one of these graphs. And if you don't learn very well by just listening to somebody talk about it, this is going to help you really learn because you're going to do it yourself. You're going to get that hands-on practice, and that's going to be very beneficial to you moving forward. Then, before you go on to that quiz, as always, you've got that Class Kick Science notebook. Now here, you've got two different types of graphs. So you've got one in yellow background, one in blue background. You're going to use these terms here at the bottom of each graph, and you are going to label and fill in the sentences on the graph. And this will really let us know that you can understand the difference between these two types of graphs and the data that they represent. And then here at the bottom, you're going to answer some questions based on these two speed graphs. See how there's the x-axis here, or sorry, the y-axis here has speed, so you know it's a speed or velocity graph. So look at the questions there for you, and you're going to be able to make your own graph. Okay, before you're finished for today, make sure that you're staying on top of your GoCarGo lab that's coming up in just a few days. Today, if you're staying on time, you should be answering those analysis questions in the lab report document, okay? Because you're turning it in just next week. If you have any questions, reach out. Thanks so much.